All right, guys, welcome back. We are re-recording this segment here because we missed it. As you can see, we are on the Tainern character and not the Teenern character, which, you know, small distinction for some, but this was the original walkthrough character. We stopped doing the live streams, A, because nobody was watching them, B, because it gave me more time in the morning to record. And so at some point, we made a couple of mistakes, missed some stuff happened in recording, so we needed to use the live stream character, which was behind the walkthrough character in content, to catch up and fix some stuff. Then the live stream character ended up getting ahead of the walkthrough character in content, and we made another mistake. So we're using the original walkthrough character to go ahead and fix that. So this video may be a bit longer or shorter than the original recording. It really all depends on how some stuff happens here. But right now, we're making our way through the Haligtree. We've already given Dung Eater the seedbed curses for his quest. Right now we're just making our way to a grace, and then we're making our way to Millennia's room. And we won't be fighting Millennia in this episode. We fight her in the next episode. It's already recorded and up and live, so you should be able to catch that. Right now we're just working our way basically right to here. And from here, we want to drop down onto this ledge right there. Drop again. And then we want to jump over to here. And we want to come all the way around these guys. And we want to drop right here. Alright, so we're going to take these guys out. And then we're going to come over here. Now we're not going to mess around in here too much. As you can see, we have our Ashen Summon sign, which means we can use our summons, but we're not gonna play around in here. As you can see, there's like 2 pieces of loot in there that we could get. Also, there is an Erdtree avatar and and you can barely see it right down there, the bottom of the screen, 2 Haligtree Knights. And so we are not gonna play with them. They're not our friends. We're just gonna take our ball and we're gonna go home. We're gonna go ahead and jump that gap using your sprint jump trick. We're gonna come down here. You can just roll off the side here, it's fine. And from there, we're going to go ahead and grab this piece of loot, and we're gonna rest at this grace real quick after we pick it up. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this summoning pool. If you haven't been grabbing these, what these are is they allow you to do co-op. So that's how people can summon you. The more that you have, the faster you can get summoned, because the more people will have access to you. The deeper you get into the game, the more people will summon you. If you're just doing the ones at the beginning of the game, most bosses there are pretty easy. Nobody's really going to summon you. Maybe on Journey 2 or 3, when they need some help, they'll summon you, and it'll still pull you in there, even though they're on like Journey 3. It's not that big of a deal, trust me. But instead, what we're gonna do we have one in our inventory? We don't. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab a sacrificial twig. We don't want to, like I said, we don't want to play with whatever's out there, but we do want the loot that's out there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put on a sacrificial twig. We have a couple. And then we're just gonna sprint, and we're just gonna pick up loot, and that's it. So pick up the sacramental bud here. And then we're going to come over here. And we're going to grab the arteria leaf. And we're going to grab the golden rune. And we're running. We're running. We're just running. And then we're going to hit the grace. All right. Instead of playing with all of that nonsense out there, we're just not. You can, I encourage you to try, but I cannot give you a strategy or any sort of tips or help or anything like that as to what would make that easier for you, because I have not been able to reliably get through that. What we want up here is we want our club, which I'm pretty sure I put away. Yeah, there it is. And we want to make sure we have a dagger that's not our miser cord. But we are going to want to have the miser cord in our inventory. Why not? It's our crit weapon. Eventually it will be good. Wait, where's our well, I've been doing a lot of stuff, moving stuff around recently, so sorry. Live inventory fixing on the fly. We are actually doing really good on time, so I'm really impressed. When I did this before, I died a bunch and had to go get runes, and it was awful. Right here, you want to just bring one up at a time. It's much easier to fight that way. You're not fighting all three of them at once. Two of them being these spear dudes that are just like super annoying to fight in the first place. But once you break them, they go down real fast. So, go ahead. I took care of him. I guess not. That's all right. We'll grab the other one. And once these two are taken care of, it's really easy. We don't actually have to fight on this log, by the way. You can fight them down here. You know, so don't think it's like, oh, we have to fight them on the root thing. No, you could fight them down here. There's actually nothing down here in this hallway. I just fight them on the route because it's closer to where the next one is, and it, you know, takes less time to get back. But you absolutely do not have to fight it up there, and you can pull it to the other side of the route where you're on flat ground. All right, they almost got us. Didn't quite get it though. It's good. So go ahead, pop this. Grab your rotten crystal sword, and then we're just gonna go rest back at the Grace, get all of our stuff back, and we're gonna get ready to go to the next area. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. All right, grab Bloodhound's Fang, and we're gonna go ahead and put a dagger on our inventory. All right. So we got another rot area coming up. We don't need to switch our gear for it really. The strategy that we're going to be doing to get through it, we're just going to be moving with quick step. And there's not any loot in here really to get, and there's not really very many enemies that we want to fight. Fight them, and then we're gonna put on our dagger. And then we're gonna, you see that mound right there, right in front of me? That's where we're going. So just quick step, and just quick step. That's all you're doing is quick step. That's fine. We got rot. We can fix that. Now you are going to have some of the baby pests behind you. Go ahead and ignore them. We're going to drop onto this branch here. That drop was a little bit sketch. It could have been done a little bit better, but we're fine. We're fine. And then we're going to drop this branch here. And then we're going to take this up. And then we're actually going to go into the drainage channel here. Now this is actually the start of Melania's area. But we're not going to go tackle Melania just yet. We have one more thing to do. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this. And then we're going to grab this. And we're going to go ahead and rest. You want to rest here. We also want to spend as many of our runes as possible. So I need, what is that? 80... 75k. All right, do I have a let's see, we got one for 50k, and we want one for 25k. All right, how many is that? We need 648. So we're going to use an 800. All right. Perfect. And the reason why we're spending our runes here is not because we need the level. It's because we're about to go fight an Ulcerated Tree Spirit, aka Seed Beast. And you have to fight it in the rot. And so that is going to be a real big pain. And when I did it last time, and basically every time except for my first time, I have one-shot it. But there's always a chance, right? Okay, he's gonna do that. Whatever. That's fine. No, we don't want to leave him alive because he's just going to mess with us the whole time. But I don't want to. All right, it's fine. Leave him alone. Come down here. Now, if you're following this guide, but you're playing a range build, your strategy, the best thing that I can tell you to do is to run down there into the middle of the lake. He'll summon up. You'll come down here. You can trick jump back onto that branch. And then you can come here to like this spot. And you can just hit him with range. Unfortunately, Bloodhound's Fang is not a ranged weapon, so we don't have that option. So we have to get down and dirty in here in the rot with the Seed Beast. So go ahead and run in here. Pop your flask. And you also can't use Mimic here. And we're just going to be rotted. It's fine. Oh, we did not. This is not going to go well. Okay, we didn't change our flask up. Our flask is still set for the Lord of Blood. So we will probably die here. Come on. Give me like 2 seconds, buddy. Really? Okay, this is... I'm being punished for something. So I kind of figured that was going to happen. You know, everything was going too well up till that point. So I kind of knew that we were in line for something to happen. Oh, well, that explains some stuff and some other things. All right, so let's go ahead and fix this. We want our opaline hard tier back, and we want that back. All right, that was goofy. Okay, well, you know, the opaline hard tier, it does a lot for us, but mostly it's, for me, it's psychological, right? If things aren't the way that I expect them to be when I go into a fight, I don't do well in the fight. So for me, something like that, that's psychological for me. You know, we didn't kill this guy. My flask was wrong. All messed up. But now it's right, and so now we should be just fine. So before we go in, let's go ahead and up this. We're gonna flask up, and we're gonna grab this, and now we'll go ahead and go in. And if you want to know why I don't clear the rot, it's because I already have the rot, right? Yeah, I'm gonna take damage, 100%. I'm with you, but that also means that I can't build up rot again. And so if I'm not building up rot a second time, that means that I don't have to clear the rot, right? So we're just gonna tank the rot. We got him handily down in the second attempt. So we're gonna go back to the drainage channel, and now we're gonna do Millicent's Quest. Millicent's Quest is actually what I expected to give us the bigger issue, because it's going to be a 4-on-2 fight, and it's going to be me and Millicent versus her 4 sisters. Her 4 sisters are ridiculously mobile, and they're very hard to hit. So I was expecting to have more of a problem with that than with the Seed Beast, but we might actually still have a problem with Millicent's encounter. Now, I say we're going to save Millicent from her sisters. There's 2 ways to do this, and you get a piece of loot, a different piece of loot for each way. If you go ahead and use the gold summon sign and you help save Millicent, you're going to get the Rotten Winged Insignia, which we want. If you are if this is your second playthrough and you did the gold summon sign the first time, you're going to do the red summon sign this time. And once you beat her here, you're going to get the Millicent's prosthesis. And so, you know, it's 2 different pieces of loot. Then my second playthrough, I'll grab this, so I'll get both. If it's your second playthrough and you got this last time, get that one. If it's your second playthrough, you got this one last time, get this one. Otherwise, we're just gonna go ahead and go through. First thing we want to do when we get in is use our perfume, and then after we use our perfume, we want to use our flask. And the reason being is because Millicent's already going to be engaged with 2 of her sisters, and as you can see, super mobile, really hard to hit. They also do a ton of damage, but we don't want Millicent to be over there all by herself. She's actually gonna die. I expect her to die here. The elder sister sort of cut us off. Alright, elder sister's down. Millicent's dead though. So no game. So we'll try it again. This is excruciatingly annoying, and it's extraordinarily random, right? We're gonna get a little bit closer this time before we use our perfume. And she died almost immediately there. Just keep going. We got plenty of time. We're going until this is done. The next episode starts after we do this. All right, that's it. So we're done. We got done a little bit early, well, that's good. So now we'll go ahead and we'll talk to Millicent. And actually, it's a good thing that we did this because I forgot something in the previous recording. So we'll talk to her again. Talk to her again. Talk to her again. No. So now we quit. No, I got it last time. Yeah. There is one thing I forgot to do though. Once Millicent's quest is finished, you can go back and talk to Gowry at his shack. And we didn't do that last time, so we'll do it this time. Pick up the unalloyed golden needle, and then from here we're gonna go back to Gowry's shack, take the heart of Aeonia, and we'll go talk to Gowry. All right, here's Gowry's shack.
Millicent, why would you do? Was so would you we? Millicent, do you dict? Millicent, do you dict?
And then drop out. I think that's done.
Millicent, do you dict?
Oh, I guess we gotta defeat Melania. Okay, well, we'll go back here to the drainage channel. And let's see, we got 5 minutes. We're just gonna get to the next grace. I believe in the next episode, because I died, I went and I got my runes back in the next episode. And then from there, we went ahead and fought Millicent, or not Millicent, Melania. So I'm pretty sure once we get down here, we pick up this loot, and then we get to the Grace. I'm pretty sure we will be on track to sync up with the next episode. Whoa, 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 whoa. So there shouldn't be any problems with the content syncing up. Dropping down there is kind of like a knife fight in a telephone booth, but shouldn't be too bad. Grab that. We're gonna want to put that on, and then go ahead and grab that. And then we want to switch up to that. Then from there, it's gonna drop down here, and we're gonna hit the elevator. And then once we hit the elevator, just in case, no, I know for a fact we don't do this in the next episode. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab the Grace, and then we're gonna go pick up a couple of pieces of loot, and then we'll end the episode. So there's the Grace. So in here, you're gonna grab that. And then you can pick up as many of these Aeonic butterflies as you can. And then we'll go ahead and head up here. And then this elevator here, that just goes back up to the start where we got the Millican Knight Sword. We don't need to take that elevator, we already got it. From there, we'll go ahead and rest at the Grace, and then I will see you in the next episode.